And I'm going to tell you that every day. Ain't nobody gaslight you, so stop lying and saying that. Nobody's gaslight you. We don't care enough to gaslight you. But I'm going to tell you every day how many more days you got to be here. Because you don't think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. But it's real this time. They've already got my money taken on retainer. All I'm waiting for is the documents that I need to put up. And then I'm just going to wait for you to screw up because you can't help yourself. Because you're going to keep doing this nonsense you're doing. You can't help it. You can't help it. And you know you can't. That's the thing about it. You know you can't help it. You got caught doing the same thing yesterday and you're still doing it. You're still making up lies and stories because you can't help it. What feeling do you get out of making those stories anyway? How does that make you feel?
It's not a feeling.
Then what is it? Is it boredom? I mean, what is this? What is
It
this
may
stuff
be
really
just,
from?
it may be just boring. I don't know. It doesn't have like a rationality. I don't know.
That probably was the most honest thing you've said in a long time. It has no rationale to it. You're right. It does not have any rationale. But you're going to keep doing it anyway because you can't help it. You're compelled to do it because your brain is not functioning correctly. That's not gaslighting to be told the truth. Like if I go in there and tell these people, you got cancer. I know I don't. You gaslight me. And I walk out. Steve Jobs, when they told him he had cancer, he refused to take the medicine because he did not believe that he could get cancer. So he started eating fruits and vegetables and doing all of this stuff. And his cancer was very, very treatable. He had one of the easiest cancers that there could be to treat. Multi-billionaire in charge of Apple. And as smart as this man was, he had created this delusion in his head that he was smarter than oncologists and all these other people who have fought cancer before and had the success of keeping people alive. And he would not take their advice because his delusion made him believe he was smarter than they were. And he died for no reason. And that's what you're doing. You are killing yourself. Maybe not your physical self, but you are killing yourself from a societal perspective. You will have no job. Whatever this belief is that you want to be an internet whiz or superstar, none of that's going to happen until you get yourself better. And because you're not going to get yourself better, none of it's going to happen. And it was a part of me that felt a little sorry for you, and I didn't turn the internet off. Well, after what I just heard, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know where you get this stuff from. I really don't. I really don't know where you get this stuff from. And that's what bothers me so bad. If you feel that way, if that's how you really feel, and that's what you really believe that you're being gaslighted and all this stuff, why do you stay here? Why not be man enough to say, okay, you know what, you gaslight me, I can't take it. I'm going to leave because I'm not going to tolerate being gaslit. I'm an adult. I'm going to leave. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you know you're lying. You know none of that is happening to you. But it had this some nonsense excuse you was using. I guess you thought it was a shield or something that kept people from bothering you. And it wasn't. I just didn't want to hear it. But now, oh yeah, I want to hear it all the time now. Because every time you say it, I'm going to write it down. Because you're going to have to substantiate and prove how I'm gaslighting you when I've been nothing but supportive. So you're going to have to give the examples. Because those are your words. Not only that, I can sue you for defamation, which is what the attorney told me to do. He said, more than evict you, I need to sue you for saying that I'm gaslighting. he also told me that another way that I could make sure that you can be held accountable for what you do with my credit card. He's a genius, but that's why he's a lawyer. He said, don't get the police involved, but take him to civil court and have him found accountable for using your credit card. Then he will have to owe you that money and pay you that money back. And if he doesn't, he will go to jail for contempt of court, which doesn't stay on your record. And it's not a felony. I would have known that if you hadn't kept this up. Because I would have had no reason to look it up. I would have had no reason to ask anybody that question. But because you don't want to get help, what you don't really understand is people that do this all the time know all of the legal tactics that you can use to force people into a situation where they have to make adult decisions. And your adult decision, like the guy said to you yesterday, the police officer, he said, you are an adult who is capable of providing means for yourself. That's what you should be doing. That's an adult thing to do. You will not do that. So since you will not do that, you can't expect anybody else to. So you have given up your right to live in society along with people that work for a living and want to provide for themselves, and you don't have to go somewhere else to figure that out. I ain't make the rules, man. Like I said to you a couple of weeks ago. None of us asked to be born. We just come here and we have to figure it out the best we can. But you're going to keep walking around the house pretending that you're in space or you're Zendaya or whatever new thing you're on to now, and you'll keep telling yourself these stories, and you're going to do it. This is what's funny to me. The day that the sheriffs come here to put you out, you'll still be talking to yourself and telling yourself that this is all part of the delusion. Even while they're dragging you out of here and you have nowhere to go after they do that. You're going to have nowhere to go. When you leave here that day, because all they're going to do is take you outside. And once you're outside, they don't care what happens to you. And wherever you go from there, you're going to have to walk. And you're going to still be telling yourself this story, whatever it is, you're still going to be telling yourself this story. And what's likely to happen, because I can see the future, what's likely to happen is when you leave here walking, you're going to be in such a weird state that someone's probably going to call the police on you because you look weird and you're walking around a white neighborhood and everything else like that. The police are going to contact you on the road somewhere. You're going to be acting all crazy and bizarre because, you've been through something traumatic. You just got kicked out. You might do something that triggers them. They'll freak out and do some type of harm to you because you have a mental problem. You refuse to get help and they don't know you. And this is what you're setting yourself up for. That's not gaslighting. See, how I get there is I watch the news. I read articles. I see this happen to people all the time. When people call the police because there's something wrong with one of their family members and the police show up and end up killing somebody that has a mental problem because these people have pretended for so long that they didn't have a problem. So, yeah, I don't know what it is with you and like going and spending 3 days to get yourself taken care of is such a freak out. But I just don't understand why you would prefer a lifetime of uncertainty and being on the streets rather than 3 days of being in a place where you can get meals, a shower, get set up with health care, money to take care of yourself, housing, possibly education. I'm just trying to understand who's gaslighting you into believing that that's not good for you. Because somebody got to be telling you that's not good. Someone has to be telling you that walking around looking unshowered, wearing dirty socks, has got to be better than being clean and taken care of. I just want to know who it is. Because whoever it is, they're doing a good